Hi everyone, welcome back. And as you can see from the title, this is a story when this lady got bopped on the head on the bus. I was like, what is going on in this moment? I was like, mm-mm. But anyway, so I have to cut these videos for social media to make them shorter. But if you do not like the cut videos, then you can go to my YouTube, Sexy V, to see the full-length video. Yeah, if you just want to watch the full-length video with no cuts. But yeah, if you want to see the story, keep watching. This story happened a few years ago, and it was the same day, well, around the same time I did this photo shoot. So I did a photo shoot with my friend, like a collaboration, and yeah, so I'll put some pictures here. But yeah, so we did the photo shoot, and then after the photo shoot, me and my friend, because I invited her to the shoot so that she could like help me pick clothes, because this is my first time. I think it's my first, no wait, one of my first time doing a photo shoot, because I was trying to change my visa. Anyway, so yeah, so after this photo shoot, me and my friend and the photographer, we go to eat maratang. We go to a place, eat maratang. And I brought clothes that day. My bag was so heavy. Like, I didn't expect I brought that many clothes, but my bag was so heavy. Like, we had to walk from the photo studio to the maratang place, and it was like a 15-minute walk at least. And that bag was heavy. I was struggling. Like, if you saw me walking down the street that day, I was struggling. Anyway, so me and my friend, we planned to go like out after. How come every time I tell a story about me doing something, it always ends with going out with my friends? Anyway, so me, my friend, and the photographer, he's my friend now, we ate maratang, and then after that, he goes back home, and me and my friend, we go to her place so that I can drop off my stuff, and then I can like get ready to party. But also, I might have a video or picture from that day. If I do, then I'll put it here. If I don't, then I will. But anyway, so yeah, we go to my friend's house, we take a taxi, and yeah, so we put my stuff in her place, and then I change because like I just had a photo shoot, so I was like, you know what? I'll dress differently for tonight, so why not? I'll wear this and this, and then I'll wear contacts and stuff. Like, I think in this point I didn't wear contacts that much. So yeah, I remember I looked really different that day because I wasn't wearing my glasses, and I was wearing clothes that I wouldn't normally wear because of the photo shoot, as you can see in the pictures. But yeah, so I didn't have my glasses that night. I just kept them at my friend's house, and I also left my bag at my friend's house. So me and my friend, like, she lived close to where we were going to go out that night. So we just walked to the club that we were going to. And actually, I think my friend told me recently there was a celebrity that came to Korea, and they went to this club like a month ago or something. I don't know. But that's the place we were going to, and me and my friend used to go there a lot, but we don't go there as much anymore. But anyway, so me and my friend, we go to that club, and she knows the owner, so they give us like bottles and like drinks and stuff. And then like I run into other people that I know, like our friends, and then like they didn't recognize me because, as I said, I was dressing differently. Like, I wasn't wearing my glasses, and I was wearing like, I don't know, like retro stuff, like 90s, 80s inspired. So yeah, we party, blah blah blah, and then at the end I go to, I'm trying to remember if I went to my friend's house to get my bag and if I forgot my glasses, or if I just left everything there and then I went to my home. Either way, I left my glasses at my friend's house, so I had to come back. I'm not sure if it was the next day or like a couple of days later, but maybe it was really close to that day because, like I said, I wasn't wearing contacts like that, so I needed my glasses. So I remember when I finally decided to go to my friend's house to pick up my glasses, like, I wasn't wearing contacts, so I was like blindly going to my friend's house, blindly taking the bus, blindly finding where she was living, like following the maps to where she lived. So yeah, so I finally find her house blindly, and then yeah, go into her house, get my glasses, and then I wasn't planning on like like being out. So yeah, we just talk for a little bit and then I go home. So I leave her house and then I just go back home the way my opposite direction of where I was going. So I have to go through the streets again, and then I have to cross the street. I have to get on a bus, or I have to wait for the bus, and then I get on the bus. And like this time, it was like around 2 p.m., 3 p.m., something like that. It was like early afternoon. It wasn't too late. So yeah, I think in this moment I was surprised when I got on the bus because there was like barely any seats, and the only seat left was like the one in the back. Like if you get on the bus and you turn left and then looking down the aisle of the bus, like the only seat left was because there's 4 seats in the back of the bus. Sometimes I guess it depends on the bus, but on this bus there were 4 seats in the back. So if you're looking straight and there's 4 seats in the back, like this was the only this was the only seat that was available. So I was like, okay, like first of all, I like riding buses. Like I don't care how long the bus ride is. Like riding a bus like is really nice for me. I don't know, just personal preference. I like it better than subway because I always get a seat. Anyway, so also taking the bus, like I always get a seat. Like I just did that. So yeah, so that's why sitting on this seat in the back of the bus, no problem. Like I get a seat and it's on the bus. Like it's a win-win for me. Anyway, so I sit down in this seat, and then like 1 or 2 stops later, like these 2 seats, there were 2 ladies sitting here. So these 2 ladies get off the bus and like I don't know, I feel like it's weird to sit next to someone, sit next to a stranger when there's like empty seats next to you. So I was sitting here, there was a guy sitting here. So I, like, after these 2 ladies left, I scooted all the way over here. So now we're both sitting by the window. Okay, so also I forgot to mention when I ride the bus and I listen to music, my music is really loud. Don't tell me nothing. I like my music loud. But yeah, my music is really loud. Can't hear the bus, can't hear people talking, can't hear the voice that tells you the stop that the bus is at. So I listen to my music loud and I just be sitting on the bus, like listening to my music, minding my own business. So at this point, I'm sitting next to the window and I'm looking out the window, just blah blah blah. And remember when I said my music was loud and I cannot hear nothing? I heard someone's voice, and I was like, dang, like who is talking this loud so that I could hear them? Like, what's going on? Like, my music is so loud, I never hear anyone. And in this moment, my music is loud, but I hear someone. So I'm like, what's going on? And they're talking so loud, like, I'm trying to listen to, like, what's going on. And I figure out that they're shouting. I'm like, dang, they're shouting so loud. Like, what's going on? So, first of all, I like to mind my own business. So, if something going down, I'm minding my business, gonna stare out that window, act like nothing's happening. Second of all, I mentioned this in the story time about me working with Jin. I don't like eye contact, like especially with strangers. Like if I'm talking to someone and I know them, then fine. But like if I kind of know you or if I don't know you and like we're like walking toward each other and it's kind of awkward for me to like make eye contact with you as we're walking toward each other. So I'm gonna look away. And also if I don't know you at all, like if we make eye contact for like a split second, I'm probably gonna be the first person to look away because I do not like eye contact. I like to, I don't know, it's just awkward for me and I like to mind my own business. So anyway, so I hear all this shouting over my loud music. So I'm just minding my own business. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but I think it's the guy that I was sitting next to. Because remember I said I was sitting here and I was sitting next to a guy over here and now I'm sitting over here. So I think, I don't know, because I was minding my own business, so I didn't turn my head to look. But just based off of the context clues, I think he was shouting because I moved, but I'm not sure. It sounds weird, but I think that's why he was shouting. Not sure if he was shouting in general or at me or something, but I didn't want to look at him to find out because I think he had like a mental issue and that's why he was shouting. But I think you'll find out like the more I tell the story. So anyway, I was looking out the window, hear all this shouting, and then like I was just like, what's going on? Like I'm not gonna look, but dang, like you're shouting this loud that I can hear you with all my music. So anyway, so as I said, I'm sitting here, and then at some bus stop, there's a older guy. He sits right here, and like I turn my head a little bit because I have really good side vision. So I turn my head a little bit, and then I see the older guy sitting to my right, and then like I'm looking a little bit, and then I can see that this guy, the guy sitting here, I can see that he's like kind of looking to the other guy because now I have a barrier. So I can look a little bit, but I'm not going to turn my whole head to look at the guy shouting. But like I can like kind of look at the side of my eye because this guy is kind of blocking my the guy's view of me. So I can look a little bit. So I can see in the corner of my eye that the guy sitting next to me is like turning to look at the guy that's shouting. And then he's confused, and I'm still minding my own business, looking out the window, looking out the window. And then, so as I said, I'm sitting here, the older guy sitting here. And then at some point at one of the bus stops, the older lady, she comes and she sits right here, like right in front of me and the older guy, but like more in front of the older guy. So like I think there's two seats. Like on this bus, different buses have different layouts. So sometimes like in front of the back seat there could be one seat. Sometimes there could be two seats, and I think there was two seats. So she was sitting in the seat in the aisle. She was sitting in the aisle seat in front of the older guy. And the screaming guy is here. And then like I'm still looking out the window, minding my business. And in the corner of my eye, I could see the older lady like sitting there. And I also noticed that she keeps turning around. She turned around to look at the screaming guy like, what's going on? I have the same questions in my head, but I am trying not to be that nosy to be looking like what's going on. Cause like if someone's screaming louder than my music, I'm gonna mind my business. I ain't trying to find out. I ain't trying to investigate. I ain't trying to get into any business that ain't my own. So anyway, so I see in the corner of my eye this old lady. She's looking back like even without saying anything, I can just tell in her movements like what is going on? Like why is this guy screaming? So she looks back like maybe two or three times, a few times, and then she looks straight. So now she's looking straight, normal direction. And then like corner of my eye, I see this guy, he stands up, he like goes forward and then he bops that lady on the head. Like, so even when this happened, I didn't turn to look at him because I was like, oh, I ain't trying to look at him and him bopping me on the head. So I was just like looking out the window, minding my business, like looking in the corner of my eye too. Like he did not just bop this lady on the head. And then when he bopped her on the head, she looked back again like, what? Like, what is going on? And then, cause she looked back again, so she looked forward again. Guess what that guy did? He got up and bopped her on the head again. And then I'm just like, oh my gosh, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna stare out the window. So like when he bopped the lady the second time on the head, the guy sitting here, like he grabbed his hand and like tried to keep him from bopping her head, but it was too late. She got bopped a second time on the head because she kept looking at him. And I was like, see, this is why I don't look at people. This is why I mind my business, because you never know, someone might bop you on the head or they might do something else. Because I don't know, you never know. I don't know. I'm not trying to blame her for looking at him because some people just want to be like, what's going on? And she did that and she got bopped on the head twice. But yeah, she was just like, oh my gosh, like, what's going on? Also, yeah, being a foreigner in Korea, like, I'm not trying to get into any drama with any Koreans, especially on the bus, because where are you gonna run? Like, you trapped on the bus, like what you gonna do? So yeah, I was just looking out the window like, oh my gosh, like I hope it doesn't bop me. I hope it doesn't bop the guy next to me, because like if they start swinging or something, like an elbow might touch my face. But yeah, I was just like, oh my gosh, like what's going on? Like, see, I'm like, I'm so glad I didn't look at him. Like this is why I'm like mentally patting myself on the back, like good for you for minding your business and staring out the window, because I was like, dang, like imagine if I looked at him and if he was screaming at me. I'm not sure exactly, but I feel like he was screaming because I moved seats. But if he was screaming at me and then I looked at him and I looked away, imagine I get bopped in the head. Like, what am I gonna do? Because I ain't trying to go to jail, but I don't know. I ain't trying to bop. If he bop me, like, do I bop him back? Like, I don't know. But yeah, that was my story about the old lady getting bopped in the head. I guess is an attack on the bus. Like, she could call the police on that, but I guess she didn't. I guess at some point they all got off, not at the same time, but they got off of the bus at their stops, and then yeah, I got off at my stop, and I was like, dang, that was crazy. Like people bopping each other on the head, well, not each other. Only one person got bopped, but I was like, dang, he bopped her on the head just for looking at him on the bus. But she was looking back a lot, but still, she shouldn't have gotten bopped on the head. I was just like, dang, I'm glad it wasn't me, because I don't know what to do in that situation, because I'm just a foreigner in Korea. But yeah, that is my story about the lady getting bopped. And yeah, hopefully, I don't know, hopefully he hasn't touched anyone else on the bus after that. But yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, follow, all that. And yeah, if you want to see the full length video, you could check out my YouTube Section V. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.